The first time I saw Peng was at a psychic symposium a couple of years ago. I saw a table set up and Peng was there. I saw him do some of his healing, the Qigong healing, and I knew a little bit about Qigong. I just kind of stood back and was listening to what he had to say to people that were coming up, and then he was actually offering a short session, so I signed up for that, and once I did that and went through it, it's like, this is something I'm definitely interested in, something intriguing about it. I took his card and actually had a session or two with him and then started classes. During sessions, I've had several, and each time is a little bit different, but the one thing that is a constant is just the energy feeling. Pretty much from the very beginning of the session, you feel this intense, almost like electricity running through your body. Hard to describe. It's not really hot, it's not really cold, but there's definitely an energy, kind of a force that you feel. And it doesn't matter how long the session is, if it's half an hour, an hour, you definitely feel it. To try to explain it to somebody doesn't really do it. You actually need to experience it. I've been practicing now for about a year and a half, and I can remember probably the first month of classes that I attended, and that was once a week, just to go through a normal set that we had set up to do, so we're all doing the same thing. The class had 7 or 8 people in it. It was confusing just to know what we had to do next. From there, that's just, learning the basics. From there, we kept doing the same set, so, the same movements. From there, we just focus on how we're doing it. So where I'm at right now, still doing the same thing I did a year and a half ago, but now the focus is on subtle movements, the breathing, where your mind is at. So it's all about taking something that you know and expanding on it. So something that looks very simplistic on the onset is actually quite in depth, because you're adding more. Every time you practice, you're kind of tweaking it a little bit, and you're finding more that you can get out of it, if that makes any sense at all. So you're taking something basic. Well, it looked basic at the beginning once you kind of got a feel for it, but then you just expand on it. For me, Qigong, it's a way of life. It's just a way of thinking, a way of living, and it definitely is interwoven with everything you do. I feel, since I have been taking the classes, I'm definitely more in tune to my own body and just my surrounding. Physically, I feel better than I have, in a long time, and I really do think Qigong has made a difference. There really isn't anything that we don't talk about in class, and that's the beauty of it. In fact, sometimes the class is just talking, because everybody brings something into it. For anybody watching this who is wondering what Qigong is all about, my recommendation is to come to class, try it, experience it. You can read about something, you can hear from somebody else, but to actually experience it, that's when you're going to know if it's for you or not, and it's very beneficial. This is something I'll do the rest of my life. The way I look at Peng, he's my master. He is teaching me things that have been taught to him, and he's passing it on. And that's what masters do. Peng is the first one to say that he doesn't know everything, but you know what? He knows a lot. And every week that I'm here, I'm impressed by the amount of information he has. And he's always willing to try new things. And he offers suggestions to help us out. He's just a great guy. We have a lot of fun in class. It can be serious at times. It can also be a lot of fun. And he's always there as a resource. He's offered so many different things. He's opened up his library for all of his students. Anytime you need to talk to him, he's always available. It's one of those things I look forward to. I wake up in the morning and think, I have class tonight. So it makes me feel good. It's good group of people, and we have a perfect instructor.